Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into Smart Girls Screw Up 2, a riveting guide to self transformation by the accomplished life and wellness strategist Bella Zanesco. This 2019 masterclass in personal overhaul provides an arsenal of advice, practical tools, and exercises designed to elevate you from life's lows, be it low self esteem, unfulfilling jobs, or unsatisfying relationships, to a high where you're thriving, confident, and optimizing every aspect of your existence. Bella Zanesco isn't just talking theory, she's walked this path herself, emerging as a world sailing champion, the Australian newspaper's travel photographer of the year, and the self styled smart girl comeback queen, following her own battles with depression, heartbreak, and burnout. Whether you're seeking to reinvigorate your life's path or find solace and strategies to combat life's challenges, this book isn't just a read, it's a journey towards your own comeback, guided by a mentor who's triumphed amidst adversity. Join us as we explore the roadmap to a more fulfilled, energetic, and purpose-driven life in Smart Girls Screw Up 2. Smart Girls Screw Up 2, the no-nonsense guide to creating the life you want. Introduction. Unlocking a world of greater joy. Time-tested strategies for a happier life. Imagine hitting rock bottom in every sense: career stagnation, emotional heartache, and a cocktail of health issues like IBS, depression, and adrenal failure. Now, meet Bella Zanesco, a woman who didn't just face all these crises, she fought them head on and emerged triumphantly. She's not just any survivor, she's become known as the Smart Girl Comeback Queen, a beacon of hope for any woman staring down adversity. You see, being a smart girl isn't about flawless academic records or a never-ending parade of correct choices. It's about embracing the wisdom gained from life's mishaps. Smart girls recognize the power of self-improvement, the strength in admitting missteps, and the importance of drawing lessons from those errors. Are you nodding along? Do you see yourself as a smart girl or aspire to become one? If the answer is a resounding yes, then you're about to embark on a journey through Zanesco's toolkit of strategies. These are not just hollow tips, they're the pillars that supported her extraordinary turnaround and propelled her to heights of success and fulfillment she once thought unreachable. In this captivating exploration, you'll uncover the restorative power of yoga to bring equilibrium to the nervous system, nutritional choices that can influence your emotional well-being, and the therapeutic role creative outlets like dance play in your emotional recovery and healing. Stay tuned as we decode the alchemy of happiness and guide you towards a life brimming with satisfaction and success. Part 1. Embark on a transformative journey. Identify your struggles, reclaim your dreams, and chart the course to a satisfying life. Have you ever found yourself in a season of life where the color has drained from your world, leaving behind a monochrome landscape of fatigue and disillusionment? You're not alone. The author was a resident of that place too, until she decided it was time to pack her bags for the upside, a realm vibrant with joy, inspiration, and a newfound appetite for productivity. Embarking on the quest for this promised land begins with pen and paper. It's time to map out the terrain of your current predicament, your daily emotional climate, and the sunnier forecast you dream of inhabiting. Let's say a shroud of depression has dimmed the joy you once found in your favorite hobbies. Currently, the days may be tinged with sadness and a sense of detachment, but the future you yearn for is painted with strokes of purpose, creativity, and a zest for life. This act of documentation isn't just busy work. It crystallizes your aspirations, carves out the starting blocks for reinvention, and sets a North Star to guide your personal growth. It's about chiseling a clear path from your present reality to the elevation you seek. As you sift through the chapters of your life, you might detect patterns, how a single moment diverted your course, steering you into unknown territory. It's a tale many of us share where our aspirations once glimmered before being muted. Retracing your steps to that pivotal juncture could unlock the vault of buried passions and ambitions, setting you on a route to reclamation. Consider the possibility. A job you accepted as a short-term summer detour still clings to you a decade later, stifling your fervor. It's moments like these, looking back, that can reignite embers of excitement from your past and breathe life into them once again. Now, there's a pitfall that ensnares some of us early on this transformative journey: the belief that this inward focus is an exercise in self-indulgence. Dispelling this myth is critical. Acknowledge that your needs are not trifles to be dismissed. Neglecting them is a recipe for continued misery. Self-care is a pivotal piece in this puzzle, necessitating both physical and mental nourishment. So, as we continue, let's delve deeper into a multitude of strategies that champion self-care and pave the way for your ascent to the upside. Part 2. Forge a brighter reality. The transformative power of optimistic core beliefs and personal touchstones. You've probably encountered that moment when someone chirps, "Just cheer up," and it feels like they've handed you a balloon when you're drowning. It's a scenario most of us know all too well. Yet, there's undeniable power in nurturing a brighter perspective that acts as a lifeline, propelling you toward a life brimming with positivity. The sequence might surprise you. Rather than waiting for the winds to change, it's about setting your sails to catch the breeze of optimism that's already there. Your emotions sculpt your actions beget your habits, and it's these very habits that craft the fabric of your reality. This is precisely why fostering positive core beliefs is more than cheerful whimsy. It's a vital building block in reshaping your existence. If your lens is clouded with pessimism, the world becomes a canvas of bleak strokes. Terrorism, corruption, and heartache abound. Shift the lens to a rosier hue, and suddenly the warmth of human kindness, the soft brush of compassion, and the embrace of love come into focus, painting a world bursting with reasons for joy. Now, if you're steeped in shadows, consider this an invitation to adjust your lens. The shift might seem glacial at first, but the patience pays off, with not only a brighter disposition but also a surge in your ability to be productive and passionately engaged with life. But what of the past, where perhaps a storm was seeded? It's never easy to venture into the heart of darkness, but acknowledging the tempest that battered your beliefs can be a potent step in transcending them. With the past acknowledged, it's time to plot your path forward with a vision that pulses with hope and ambition. This means understanding what fuels your fire. What are your very own touchstones of inspiration and motivation? Ponder this. If today were your last, what words would dance across your eulogy? This exercise, while tinged with somber notes, is actually a clarion call to vitality. It forces you to reckon with what legacy you aspire to build, often igniting dormant sparks into a full-blown blaze of action and purpose. In the chapters that follow, we'll delve into practical ways to realign your core beliefs positively and discover the touchstones that connect you to your most vibrant life. Part 3. Embrace the serenity and strength of yoga, a powerful ally for your well-being journey. Ever been told you wouldn't make it? That your dreams were too far-fetched, your ambitions too lofty? Such words can wound deeply, insidiously weaving into the fabric of our self-perception. But here's the good news. We have the power to stitch a whole new narrative, one that radiates self-belief and capability. Take, for instance, the dreamer yearning to conquer the world of fashion design, yet weighed down by others' skepticism. Instead of succumbing to the tide of doubt, imagine channeling energy into creating, into producing dresses and unveiling them to the world online. This isn't mere defiance, it's the alchemy of confidence, cultivated through positive action, steadily reshaping your life's trajectory. Now, let's look at a discipline primed to magnify both your self-esteem and overall wellness: the ancient art of yoga. Caught in the grip of despondency, we're often unaware of the turmoil within our nervous system, the sympathetic side on high alert, a cascade of stress hormones threatening our health. Picture the balance we crave: a thriving parasympathetic nervous system, a haven where serotonin and dopamine reign, where calmness and joy are the natural state of being. Ellen Heed, a somatic psychologist, shines light on a crucial protagonist in our internal drama: the vagus nerve. This nerve is like an ambassador traversing from the mind to the body, delivering missives of tranquility to the heart, lungs, and digestive tract. Yet its function hinges on our posture. A poised alignment ungated by stress allows the vagus nerve to flourish and fulfill its peacemaking mission. Herein lies the magic of yoga. It's not just an exercise for the body, but a balm for the soul, one that aligns our posture and thus quiets the clamor of the sympathetic nervous system. A consistent yoga practice paves the way for the vagus nerve to usher in a state of serene equilibrium. So, if you find yourself hunched over a computer, mired in digital demands, remember that your mood isn't just about mind over matter, it's physical, it's visceral. And thankfully, within the realms of yoga, you'll find a delightful and potent remedy to realign, rejuvenate, and rewire your path towards emotional and physical harmony. Part 4. Nourish your gut for a nourished mind, and heed the wisdom of your heart. The intricate dance between the body and the mind is never more evident than in the relationship between the brain and the gut, connected by the vast network of neurons that include the vital vagus nerve. Dr. Michael Gershen's groundbreaking work has highlighted the gut, often dubbed the second brain, which brims with hundreds of millions of neurons and continuously dialogues with our grey matter above. What we feed this enteric nervous system can echo throughout our emotional and mental states. Consider the author's personal discovery. After being diagnosed with IBS, she learned that a thriving gut is a powerhouse of serotonin production, a neurotransmitter associated with tranquility and contentment. When the gut is in distress, this serene chemical symphony is disrupted, clouding our moods with anxiety and sinking hearts with depression. To orchestrate a digestive system that sings, we must consume a diet that cultivates beneficial bacteria. Take fiber, for example. It transforms into butyric acid in the gut, fueling our brains with energy that sharpens communication and decision-making. Conversely, neglect to consume probiotic-rich foods that help digest proteins and fats, and you'll likely experience a sour note in mood and cognitive clarity. While dietary needs are individualized, certain foods frequently harmonize with gut health: tomatoes, eggs, almonds, avocados, spinach, fermented delicacies like kimchi, and flavorful enhancers like turmeric and ginger, to list a few. Salivating yet? Beyond the hum of hunger, there's another signal we must tune into: the rhythm of our hearts. Our emotions, the yin, serve as the perfect counterbalance to our brain's analytical yang. Overlook the whispers of your heart, and you risk spiraling into a life out of sync, where even the security of a paycheck cannot drown out the inner knowing that something is amiss. So listen closely. The heart has a pulse on authenticity, chiming in when life veers from its authentic path. Begin to honor these signals, to hold these moments of heartfelt clarity close, and they can guide you back to alignment with your true self. Stay with me as we turn the page and look deeper into what happens when your heart waves a red flag, signaling a career or a path that has strayed far from what truly makes you tick. Part 5. Charting a course to passion-driven work. More than a paycheck, a calling beckons. Picture this: the job you clock into daily feels foreign, devoid of the spark that ignites your soul. Stephen Pressfield calls this the shadow career, a role that casts a silhouette of your true potential but fails to capture its essence. It's not the promised land of your vocation, it's a layover on the journey to your dreams. If this is your reality, don't despair. Each day, even in this shadow, is sculpting your skill set, preparing you for the role that's written in the stars for you. But for many, the uncertainty lingers. Am I where I'm meant to be? Or is this just a mirage of fulfillment? Quests for career contentment often collide with this critical crossroad. Is the paycheck enough to anchor me to this job? To align with the wisdom of philosopher Alan Watts, who cautions against the singular pursuit of money, it's imperative to search beyond the dollars for the pulse of your profession. If each workday is a march into dread, it's time to set your sights on new horizons. Yet, there exists a middle ground, where the financially stable but uninspiring job becomes a springboard for pursuing passions on the side. Many have found joy in this balance, where the breadwinning work fuels the fires of passion projects. So, how does one excavate these buried passions? Start simple. What piques your curiosity? Jot down streams of thought that complete the phrase, I am curious about helping people to, and let this be your compass to worlds unexplored. You might have a connection, a kindred spirit in a field that fascinates you. Reach out, inquire, and step boldly into the expanse of possibilities. Ready to take the leap from your current station to your calling? Hold your horses. Crafting a robust financial safety net of a year's expenses lets you navigate this transition with security. And for those with entrepreneurial dreams, the question looms. Are you prepared to live and breathe this venture for the long haul, for at least 3 years? If your heart resounds with a committed yes, then maybe, just maybe, you're ready to embark on this intrepid adventure. Part 6. Creative Outlets and Play. Opening doors to self-discovery and emotional balance. In our high-speed, efficiency-driven world, we often skimp on the richness of leisure and the indulgence in creativity for its own beautiful sake. Somewhere in the race to optimize every minute, we risk missing the very activities that could balance our scales and unlock reservoirs of insight that could paradoxically make us even more productive. Through the author's lens, we see dance, not merely as a pastime, but as a transformative journey full of lessons and growth. Whether you have 2 left feet or glide like a swan, dance might just be the elixir you didn't know you needed. Dancing isn't just about busting moves. It can be a conduit for stress release, a channel through which daily pressures find their escape. Research by Rosa Pinniger points to the concentration required in dance as a disruptor to the churning cycles of depression and anxiety, granting us a reprieve from our own minds. But dance or any other playful pursuit is more than an intermission from worry. It's a mirror reflecting our deepest sentiments, a safe haven where competition falls away and true presence with self takes center stage. In these moments of uninhibited expression, previously shrouded emotions rise to the surface, whispering truths about our lives. As the author recalls, a simple dance class unveiled her longing for a closer connection with her mother, a moment raw with tenderness and clarity. Moved to tears by the revelation, she reached out, mending and honoring those precious bonds. What this story underscores is that the pursuit of creativity, for creativity's sake, is about more than producing something aesthetically pleasing. It's about self-exploration. Whether it's through paint, a camera lens, or the delicate stitches of embroidery, when you commit to an act of creation, you draw the curtains on the critical voices, immersing yourself in the essence of being human. As you embrace your chosen form of artistic expression, letting the currents of creativity carry you, you'll find yourself charting a course far from the gloom of the downside. Your heart will sing songs of insight, your spirit will soar with newfound understanding, and balance will be restored, one brushstroke, one photograph, one stitch at a time. Part 7. Embrace your body's rhythm, natural cycles, as a path to mental clarity and harmony. The contraceptive pill has long been celebrated for its liberating effects, easing menstrual woes, preventing unwanted pregnancies, and sometimes even clearing up skin troubles. For many women, it's a standard fixture in their healthcare regime, often supported financially by healthcare plans. But there's another side to the story, one that hinges on potential drawbacks that some women may face. In an eye-opening study conducted by the University of Copenhagen, involving over 1 million women, a link was established between contraceptive pill usage and an increased risk of depression. 23% for those on combined pills, and a striking 34% for women on the progestin-only mini pill. The data doesn't end there. Hormone-laden alternatives like IUDs, rings, and patches showed an even higher propensity towards depression. To add to the fray, research by the U.S. National Cancer Institute also suggests an elevated risk of certain cancers. Given such findings, some individuals are exploring paths less trodden, like the author, who decided to step away from synthetic hormones and delve into the natural fertility awareness method. This shift wasn't simply a change in birth control, it was a profound reclaiming of bodily autonomy and cyclical understanding that restored balance and well-being in her life. With this method, she discovered the power of syncing with her body's natural rhythms. Ovulation, nestled within the third phase of her 28-day cycle, became a period marked by heightened estrogen and testosterone levels, which translated into increased libido, surges of confidence, and an optimal window for decision-making and creativity. A time ripe for birthing ideas as well as avoiding conception. Transitioning off the pill is not a step to be taken lightly, nor without the guidance of healthcare professionals. The author's journey towards a hormone-free lifestyle required adopting a clean diet, tuning into her body signals, and maintaining an active routine. Slipping back into a cycle of unhealthy habits was met with immediate protest from her body, underscoring the delicate balance necessary to maintain this natural approach. Yet, for those considering this path, the message rings clear. Understanding and nurturing your body's intrinsic cycles can illuminate a path to deeper mental clarity and a more harmonious life. Part 8. Build your dream team. 6 essential allies for a life uplifted. Are you on a quest to reignite your inner spark and buoy your confidence? It's time to curate your personal tribe, a cadre of individuals who can support you as you vault beyond the confines of the downside. The right mix of personalities in your corner makes all the difference, and there are 6 archetypes to consider inviting into your innermost circle. Enter the catalyst, your beacon to uncharted territories. This individual lights up your world with fresh concepts and serendipitous opportunities, gifting you books that stir your soul or suggesting paths sprinkled with inspiration. Then there's the player, your guaranteed pick-me-up companion. This effervescent spirit ensures that wallowing is off the table, replacing gloom with hearty laughter and an infectious zest for life. In the moments when you're feeling down, the nurturer steps in. Ever ready with a comforting embrace or a nourishing meal, they remind you that you're not alone in your struggles. Cue the inspirer, brimming with pep talks and sage anecdotes. Their energy is a wellspring of motivation, leaving you charged with optimism and a clarity of purpose after every encounter. For a refreshing dose of perspective, look to the challenger. They are not one for small talk. Instead, they draw you into debates that stretch your mind, prompting you to question and redefine what you thought was fixed. And of course, there's the lover, and we're not necessarily talking about romantic entanglements. This person is the embodiment of unconditional support, always ready for a heart-to-heart, reminding you that you are cherished through every ebb and flow. Apart from these 6, there's the maker, your romantic partner. In our exploration ahead, we'll delve into finding love, but it's imperative to remember that your partner need not embody all the aforementioned roles. Expecting one person to encapsulate the catalyst, player, nurturer, inspirer, challenger, and lover can strain any partnership. It's a collaborative effort, with different individuals contributing varied facets of support. So cherish each member of your inner circle for the unique dimension they bring into your life, without muddling it with impossible expectations. Part 9. Navigating the Seas of Love. Steps toward a fulfilling partnership. Imagine canvassing 2,000 women, all itchy for romance, only to find that a staggeringly high number, 70%, are struck by the belief that their true love is an elusive phantom, perhaps already committed to another or lost to fate. It's a mindset that has made settling a common refrain. But life's no fairy tale. There's no hero on horseback coming to our rescue. Instead, love is a journey, a process, with real, actionable steps toward readiness and resilience. First and foremost, become an aficionado in the art of dating yourself. Turn away from the swiping screens and delve inward. Pose the question: are you the partner you'd want to encounter every sunrise? If you're grappling with self love, then another's affection won't fill that void. This solitary dating phase is the crucible for self renewal, carving out your passion and healing old scars. With a newfound poise and no external affirmations needed, you're primed for step two: dating outward. You've earned your confidence. You can afford to be discerning. Here's where a checklist might not be amiss. Can they articulate emotions? Do we sync as a unit? Is trust our foundation? Do we elevate each other and share joyous moments and interests? The final marker on this map is initiating a relationship. Finding that soul who isn't there to complete you, but to accompany you in mutual self-elevation is the goal. The right match is the one who matches your love with equal fervor and a mutual commitment to support and grow alongside each other. It's crucial to steer clear of the trap of settling or engaging in the futile attempt to change someone. Smart girls understand the futility of trying to sculpt a partner into their ideal. True change can only emerge from within. By nurturing yourself and tweaking your own habits, you can soar to the upside, potentially hand in hand with someone equally eager to take flight. Final summary. In this concise guide, we've traversed through the essential strategies for stepping out of the shadows and into the sunshine of a life filled with joy and health. It's a journey that begins with a mental makeover, replacing negativity with positive vibrations, and crafting a vision that aligns with your true purpose. But the transformation doesn't stop at thought patterns. Integrative actions like adopting a yoga practice can anchor your mind to a healthy body, while a mindful diet fortifies your emotional well-being. And remember, the silent counsel of your heart can guide you towards fulfilling choices in life and love. To truly flourish, consider the company you keep. Forge a circle of positive influences, people who challenge, nurture, inspire, and love you without condition, to envelop you in an environment conducive to growth. Finally, make sure your professional journey mirrors your inner passions. Aligning what you do with what you love kindles a flame of enthusiasm and satisfaction that no paycheck alone can provide. By intertwining these elements, optimism, self-care, companionship, and purpose-driven work, you'll crest the wave from the downside to the upside, embarking on a life that's not merely endured but richly and joyously lived. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.